Good evening, good afternoon, Jay. Time on deck is 3:52, aka 13:52. It's December 31st, 2019. Today is New Year's Eve. I just wanted to make a journal log to update on things. Things have been kind of crazy. A lot has been going on. Just the market on our journal. We've lost our trailer. We've lost everything. We have nothing. We have nothing at all. We don't have our DD 214. We don't have our social security card. We don't have our marriage paper. We don't have our divorce paperwork. We don't have our tax information, our high school diploma, our birth certificate, if we didn't say that already. We have nothing. Absolutely nothing except our driver's license, our car, and some clothes. Even our kid stuff. All it's storage and all that shit and blah, 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 and it disappeared and it's gone. So we couldn't make the payment. Now we're roommating with Amber. But what I wanted to do was just update the fact that the medication didn't work. We took our medication. It only made things worse. We ain't got our gene tested or gene therapy or whatever the hell that's all about. Tested our genetics, our genes. Figured out where our strengths and weaknesses are and all that shit. We need to make sure that we get on Medigen, which is $60 a bottle. And one bottle will last for 1 month. And then, other than that, we should be good to go. But I wanted to talk about tactics and an update. We no longer believe that we're schizoaffective. We have schizoaffective disorder. We believe that we leave the world that is in our mind. And what has happened is we've been saying that in order to achieve the impossible, we must become and believe the impossible. We have achieved the impossible, which is be able to conquer all of them wave after wave, 24/7. Eat, sleep, and breathe and dream this without rest, even when we're resting. And we're going to hit a year mark come April 18th. And but the tactics have changed. There are things we've forgotten about ourselves. We've forgotten certain things that they used to do because we've gotten so evolved in this that we're so used to this. It's becoming normal now. What goes on up in here, becoming very normal. Let's see. I don't know, just a lot has happened, They go back and forth from acting like children from, when they know that they're getting their asses handed to them. And then, to distinguish the amount of sting that their ego would have to take. That way they can lick their wounds a lot easier, thinking that I don't know who they are. They go back and forth from, wanting to be whatever they want to be. I told them they were demons. They felt uncomfortable being called demons. They wanted to be considered human beings. I consider them as human beings, and then today they're like, you think we're human? All that stupid shit. It doesn't matter. All they do now is they just do pedophile shit. That's the only thing that's getting us now, is they just keep putting our daughters' heads or Juliana in our head in a disgusting nature, or little kids in our head, disgusting nature, just to try and put us in our place, to try and get a sting on us, because we're just kicking their ass all day. I've only met like 3% that have the strength to be nice or be good on our side, or at least just to be good or be nice. And then like maybe 4%, but I would say a strong 3%, out of all the ones that I've met. Let's see. I think but also 3% of the time too, we've had our asses handed to us very recently, but we bounced back very quickly. One day it only took not even an hour to bounce back from having our asses handed to us. But there are training sessions in play that we've been doing. What the whole objective now is to make sure that you use our emotions. I thought at first the trick would be to be dull, to be numb. And in a way we were right as far as experience so much so that you don't feel it anymore. I say experience it and embrace it and learn how to control the emotion, to feel emotion, any emotion whatsoever, or anything at all. To feel doubt, but to be able to spread doubt. To feel pain, but to be able to spread pain. You get what I'm saying? To feel anger, but then to spread anger. And what it takes from there as far as controlling it and focusing it on them, giving it to them instead of it staying inside of us. That is the true control of the emotion. That way when it does happen to us, and it catches us off guard, we can deflect it and just project it back. Because being void is good and all, but if you can use, because they're going to catch us off guard eventually, because we just keep going and going and going. So they'll just get us when we're tired. We learn how to deflect it and bounce it back, which we practice on a daily basis. We just don't realize it. It just takes getting my ass handed to me now and then for me to realize what the lesson is, that we shall come up for ourselves. But there you go. Learn how to deflect it and reflect it and project it, I guess. Deflect it and project it onto the voices. I'll have to admit, Jay, we've been kicking ass. Been fucking these motherfuckers up pretty hard, pretty bad. I mean, even at our lowest, been fucking them up pretty hard. Very consistently. Things have changed too. But anyways, I want to get to tactics. Let's continue on tactics. Make sure that you, we have training, mental training. You know, stupid shit like Thanksgiving. We stood in front of a mirror for 1 hour and just chanted one phrase over and over and over again for 1 hour, no breaks, and went to the annoying sound. You know, stuff on our Instagram, the fucking alarm sounds or anything extremely annoying that's just hard to deal with. And you got to remember, when you do that to yourself, it does drain you when you do it too long, because it exerts energy out of your own body. But so do it in a responsible manner, you know. First we got carried away, we did it as a disciplinary action to the voices, and they really didn't like it. They shut the fuck up really quick. You know, it was hard on them, but then what happened to us is like 2 weeks later, I think 2 weeks later, maybe 2.5 weeks later, we got beat. You know, we just kept doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, and we learned from that, you know. Fucking learned the fact that we can't just power trip off our ability, you know, and project on them, set them up, basically don't set them up for failure, and then project on them and discipline them, because after a while we're going to get worn out, because they're always going to make mistakes, especially when all we want to see is mistakes. But train yourself is what I'm getting at. And then on Christmas we went for 2 hours with chanting just saying one chant over and over and over again, and then the last hour was pretty exhausting, just listening to an annoying, drowning out annoying sound. So I believe 3 hours is our push limit for right now, because I get kind of bored saying the same thing over and over again for 2 hours. At least the first 30 minutes is a little boring, then I get warmed up, and then after 2 hours I'm kind of done. I don't even want to go. So we're not going to go over 3 hours for this time frame until we build ourselves up in here. You know, emotionally, you know, sometimes we bawl because we miss our kids and we're depressed. You know, at the same time we project towards them, but there are other tactics. But that's what I wanted to point out for now. It's just those things. That's all I can remember. You know, I'll update you more. We'll make more logs that I can think of. But you know, once again, like I said, we've lost everything, literally fucking everything. We've got nothing now. We're gonna have to start from scratch again, again. And you know, financially, you know, we're gonna have to be very patient. It's gonna take a while, you know, but just be very patient. All right. It's not our first rodeo. It's not the first time we've hit rock bottom. All right. At least the solace that we have is that we have our own transportation. You know, to get to and from work. And we have a place to live. But let's see here. There's other stuff, but like I got record shy and I just got off work and I want to go drink and smoke and shit. So I'll be more focused. What I'll do is I'll just start making more logs. And you know, the themes have changed. Now it's like the educated things too. Like they're learning from me and I'm teaching them tactics. I know it sounds like a dumb idea to teach my enemy, you know, what I do and why I do it and what they can do to make themselves, because before they just didn't like give a fuck. But like my only reason behind that is because I'm teaching myself. Puts myself in a state of teaching mode, so I can teach myself, analyze everything that they do, analyze what they are doing right and what they are doing wrong, and you know, teaching myself to grow. There are certain sayings I've said that are new. I want you to remember this, and I know it sounds really stupid in case you forget, but it does not. It's not stupid. I think, therefore I am. All right? I know that's been around for a long fucking time, but I think, therefore I am. All right? And what that means to us is that I think, whatever I think, I am. Plain and simple. Whatever we think, that is what we are. I think, therefore I am. Not that I think and I exist only because or my existence only exists because I have thought or because I have the ability to think. But no, but I think, therefore I am. I am what I think I am. That is what I am. Whatever I project to be within my mind, that is what I am, period. You don't always have to. But anyways, that right there, there's a couple other things, you know that I will not bend, I will not bow, I will not break, I will not stop. In order to achieve the impossible, one must become the impossible. In order for one to achieve the impossible, one must believe and become the impossible. My apologies there, Jay. Other than that, I don't know. There's other things. We got plenty of time. Keep making logs, and all that shit. And then, new year, new me. Oh yeah, I haven't heard my voice in my head for a long time. So, I'm working out here in Waco. Work for Brant with with Jacob and all them. All the country boys from Kinetics, pretty much, and all the country boys in our local. So if you're wondering why we don't sound country and we have a little hint of an urban accent, it's because I haven't heard my own voice in my head for I can't even remember. So, and we should have a Texas accent by now because I'm with these guys like every fucking day. Every fucking day, every day. I should sound like this. Like, goddamn, every fucking day. But for some reason I don't. Because I don't hear my own voice in my head. So, I'm lucky I don't sound like a woman because that's all I fucking hear in my head is a fucking woman. Fucking in my head. You listen, oh my god, I gotta hear all this stupid fucking dumb bitch, whore, slut, cunt bullshit in my fucking head. God. Having menstrual cycles and everything, and it's fucking annoying. Anyways. If anything pops up, anything good, phone's always handy. I'll plop it up, okay? But, oh yeah, there's two, I wanted to make 2 video logs focused on tactics and one video long I wanted to focus on in the future is to be what has changed in their tactics and how we have to change our own, all right, and how we've changed our tactics. Basically, tactics, the enemy side and our side, and an update to it, so because I'm getting sick and tired of this monotonous bullshit, and we always know a better way to do things, And basically, they're just not, they're not bringing up the heat, and at the same time, we're going to start working out pretty soon. So, we got to update ourselves. We got to look at things, see where we're at right now. Basically, we have to do kind of an audit on ourselves and an audit on them. You know what I mean? Not like they're going to change much, but mainly for us, all right? And do not get misconstrued, voices. Anything that I say that has anything to do with any of you fuckers really doesn't have anything to do with you guys. It's for the greater good and the benefit of me and my family. Just so you guys know. I don't give a fuck about you pieces of shit, alright? No way, shape, or form. Not at all. I don't care. You mean nothing to me. None of you do. Because you guys have taken everything away from me. Do you understand? Every single one of you fuckers that come in my head, in and out, team after team after team, day after day after day, hour after hour after hour, break after break after break, have taken away everything from me and my family at our expense. At my family's expense. I am in fucking debt because of you motherfuckers. And as you project in my mind telling me to fuck you and fuck you and fuck you, that's nice, that's great and all. Congratulations. You know how to use words. That's great. See that, Jay, right there? That bullshit right there? Remember, they don't give a fuck. So stop giving fucks about them. Alright, that's it. Take care. Happy New Year.